The most idiotic investment comment I've ever heard. So I'm minding my own business, just trolling my Facebook page, my X page, and because I like to troll. I'll do that. I like to crap post. I like to troll. So if you're not following me on my Facebook page or on my X page, you should. Now, I have a Heritage Wealth Planning Facebook page that I don't troll that much. It's mostly just financial stuff. And I have a LinkedIn thing there too. I don't really post that much in terms of crap posting, but every now and again I will. But this was on Facebook, my personal Facebook feed. And it's from these guys who I won't name in order to protect the dummy. But I know they got a pretty big YouTube channel, and I know that I don't watch many financial videos because most of them are just, they drive me insane. Because apparently logic is in high demand, and logic is selling at a premium in the financial planning area. Anyway, so they posted from their communities. Don't we have a great community? Look at what Joey posted. And Joey posted something. It's time in the market, not timing of the market that matters. With the usual chart, 1 year, 25% of the time you'll lose money, but 75% of the time you'll be gained. 5 years, 85% of the time you'll gain, 15% of the time you'll lose money. 10 years, 95% of the time you'll gain, 5% of the time you'll lose, and that. Now, that's true, 100% true. There's some nuance that goes beyond that, which I won't get into here today, but it's 100% true. And then these guys posted, they said, yeah, it's such great to have a community like this because, there's a lot of people out there who don't know what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. I've been paraphrasing. He goes, and I know it's hard. We know it's hard to lose money in your investments, but remember, we've all been through it. And if you just look at this chart, essentially, you see if you just hang in there, you'll get back and probably make money. Look at this chart. The longer you're in there, the more money you're going to make and the less you'll lose, blah, 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 blah. And then they post, they says this, we've all been through it. In fact, some of us who are more advanced in our ways, and some new guys might have even said, ooh, when the market's down is a time to buy cheaper stocks. Wait. So time in the market is what matters. So if I buy today, I just hang tight. Yeah. But when the market's down, that's an opportunity to obtain stocks on sale. Yeah. Okay, but how do I actually do that if I'm in the market? How do I buy stocks on sale if I'm in the market? Now, you and I, because we're smart, would say, well, reinvesting in dividends, 100%, and dollar cost averaging in our 401ks and stuff, That's not what these guys are talking about. They're inherently saying they got money that's sitting on the side. They got cash that's not invested, waiting for the opportunity to invest. You're like, but I thought time in the market is what mattered, not timing the market. So if I have cash sitting on the sidelines waiting for the opportunity to invest, doesn't that inherently mean that's not in the market? I'm not taking advantage of the gains? Yeah. But these things are mutually exclusive. If you're saying time in the market is what matters, and yet you also have cash on the side because cash you're going to deploy when the markets are down, wouldn't you say then that timing the market also matters? Huh? Especially when we know active timing, market timing doesn't work. I mean, it can work for George Soros and people, Nancy Pelosi and stuff. And what's the chick's name? Ilhan Omar. No, what's the chick? Yeah, I guess Ilhan Omar and the stupid chick running for governor of New Jersey. I get it. If you're a political, if you got political aspirations and, you're going to sell your soul for rock and roll, sure. But most of us aren't like that. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, what is it? Is it time in the market or timing the market? Because what you're saying here is both. You're saying, no. I'm going to keep powder dry so I get money to take advantage of the market when it falls, which is inherently in the market. It's not in the market. And I'm going to tell people, hey, just stay in the market so that way, we know that for 5 years, most likely it'll be up. I hope that makes sense. It's so frustrating, man. I'm like, do people not even think this through? Is this how bad the logic is in my business? Like, timing is holding money on the side to buy when stocks are down. That's timing the market. Time in the market is buying, basically not having any dry powder, saying I'm going to put it in now because I know I could, 25% of the time I'll be down for a year, but 85% of the time I'll be up for 5 years. 95% of the time I'll be up for 10 years. Anyway, so I'm not going to name these people to protect the dummies, but man, I can't take it, man. I can't. It drives me insane. All right, God bless.